I'm excited for it. Like, I feel like the fact that we have like 15 new players coming in is like, it's exciting. And like, we have new faces on the field, we have new opportunities. And I just feel like we're every single week, there's like massive amounts of improvement. And to where I'm just like, wow, like, what is it going to be like October time? Like, what are we going to be looking at then? Like, even on in the game on this Thursday, I'm like, what is it going to look like this Thursday compared to last Friday? I'm excited.
Yeah, I think going off of that, like seeing how much we improved from our game against that club team and then what we did this past game, like seeing that improvement, it makes me excited to see like how much more we're going to improve with each game, each practice.
Nice. I'm excited that they're excited. I'm hoping. I feel like we need just a little bit more time, but
Yeah.
you know, we've got 2 days.
Yeah. I feel like the biggest thing is just like we, like what Jake just said, like we don't have a lot of time. We need to just be like, our big thing this week has been like grit. Like there needs to be a lot more grit. I feel like just like that need to win, that need to improve. Like I feel like we just need a little bit more of that. But like I feel like I can see the team coming like together better every single time. Like at practices, we're all getting to know like, oh, do I play to the left foot or to the right foot with this player? Like they know not to play to my right foot, but they can hit it to my left foot, and that's just fine. Or like, oh, does this person have good through balls? And I feel like we're starting to like really see that, and especially in the game this last Friday, I was very like, okay, like we kind of see it more in a game realistic scenario rather than just at practice.
Yeah, just going off that, I think time's our biggest thing. I think we all knew that though coming in to the preseason because it was unfortunately shortened. So I guess like having half of the team new, it's been hard to figure everybody out, but I think like we're doing a good job at getting it done.
They've done a nice job. They've taken coaching on. We've gotten better from day one till our last preseason game last Friday, and we took some steps yesterday. Probably take another step today. So we keep chipping away at it, and obviously, we know we're not where we need to be, but we're getting closer for sure. So.
I mean, I think our energy at practice is pretty good. Like
for sure.
Compared to spring from like with being a returner, like I feel like we're a lot more energetic, and I feel like we've taken on like the positive touches that our team does. We talked about that like in preseason when we got here. That was something we want to implement more, and I think I can see that like just the positivity spreading throughout the team.
Yeah.
I feel like we've done very well in like building each practice. Like with a lot of teams, it's like, oh, we learned this. Okay, it's out the back door. But like we've been very like, okay, we learned this. Now like let's add it into this practice, but adding on to this. And it's like that's how we've improved really well. Is I feel like everyone's like, and everyone kind of communicates that like, oh, like don't forget this. Like show this way. Like let's not forget we worked on this. We worked on our pressing. We worked on our defending. Like let's build into this so we don't have to take time out of our practice to repeat that.
Yeah. I mean, you got 15 players that have never played in the GSC. You have, more new faces than returners, and I think as a staff we want to make sure that they like each other, which is hard to create. You want that to happen organically, and I think that's happening. And I think, like Summer said, you see it in the energy, and so I think that's been probably my number one positive takeaway from preseason is that we're coming together a little bit as a team, and that's going to be crucial.
Pulling the van.
That's right.
Pulling the van.
That's a tough question because I think you're going to see a lot of new faces, a lot of new names this fall. I'd say upwards around 10 or 12 is. So I don't want to pinpoint anyone. I think Lola's done a really nice job as a true freshman. She's stepped into a pretty prominent role. I think you're going to see a lot of number 15 this fall. But she's not the only one. We've got a handful of true freshmen that have stepped up in a big way, and I think the transfers. I can't think of one transfer that hasn't come in and been impactful. So I mean, you've got a handful of true freshmen, a handful of transfers that I think will come in and be impactful players for the program for sure.
Being a freshman and like I feel like all the freshmen kind of like my roommates, both freshmen, like kind of just like how we come in after practices, like I feel like every single one of us is just like, we're just excited, like, and I feel like you can kind of see that out of all of us. Like, we just like want to get in, we want to get minutes, and it's like we want to like, that's what the transfers and the freshmen, like, we're new. They've seen me in my club matches, but like they haven't seen me in like their practice setting. And it's like everyone kind of just wants to like prove why they're there, like why they want to play, what position they should play, how they want to play it. Like everyone's kind of just working to prove it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess just going off of what Lola said, like as a returner, I can't think of one person that's new that doesn't come in and show work ethic, which is a big thing for me. And so, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah. Well, I think obviously Summer has done a really nice job stepping in and stepping up this preseason leadership role. I think she's embraced that. There's not a single person on the team or staff that doesn't respect her, and I think she's done a nice job. I also think Madison Legier took a pretty bad injury last fall, and she was cleared at some point in the spring, but I think she's come back with a little bit of a chip on her shoulder, and she's played pretty well and very consistent, and I think she's going to have a great year. And the other one I think pops off the top of my head is Bailey. I mean, Bailey came in extremely fit. She's been really sharp. She's been very clean. So those are the three. Obviously, we got a bunch that have come back really doing really nice, but those three off the top of my head. Yeah. We're going to go all hands on deck approach here. I don't think we're going to ask any one player to, replace that production, but I think, you add the core that we have coming back mixed in with, a really nice new group, and, I think everyone's prepared to, pull Van together.
Yeah, I think obviously like we're a new team, so we're gonna be a little bit different from last year. But I think overall, like seeing how far we made it last year, we can take that from that season and kind of use it to motivate us for this year. That's what I've been doing.
I mean, obviously there's going to be a adjustment. I mean, for the returners, for the newcomers, they're going to roll with it because they don't know any other way, But I do think from a recovery standpoint, like you mentioned, you're going to get almost an extra 30 hours of recovery between the two games. I mean, that's a benefit for the player safety and the health of the student athlete. And, obviously, you can get caught up thinking, well, we play 2 games every week and those 2 teams only play us, so there is, the Saturday game, obviously the advantage should be on the team we're playing because they've had a whole week to prepare. But at the end of the day, 72 hours to recover should get us back, and so I'm looking forward to the change. We get to play a lot more games, under the lights, and I think that's kind of fun and exciting. So, we obviously signed up for the potential change that was happening in 2024, and we did that with player safety in mind. So we'll see how it goes. Obviously, we've never done it, but, circle back in December, I'll let you know.
I mean, Jake kind of already said it. I'm excited to be playing under the lights. I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to miss those 1 o'clock Sunday games. But yeah, I think I'm hoping we'll see a lot more fans at night. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
What about you?
Like, as a newcomer, I'm just like, well, this is our schedule. Guess I'm going with it. I think the only thing is that, like, I've heard girls say is, like, oh, like, classes. Like, for me, I'm like, dang it, like, I got to miss another day of class. Because, like, we can't travel from Tuesday all the way till Sunday. Like, that's just not going to work. So it's going to be a lot of driving. So I think it's just going to take more, like, players just be like, okay, like, I'm going to do my homework on the drive kind of thing. And I feel like all the team, like, with our GPA this last, like, spring and fall, like, everyone's going to be doing that. And I think everyone's going to step up and take care of their stuff. But I'm excited for all the under the light games. Like, that sounds so fun.
Right.
Well, I think obviously our team defending probably needs a little work still. We've got 3 new starters on the back line, and I think we're young, and so I think we've got to just kind of get on the same page with how we want to defend and how we're going to read the cues and what that looks like for us. And that's one thing for us is, as a staff that we've talked a lot about, but we need work on all three phases in the game. So I you know, and I would tell you that any year, you know, I think Lola said it on the first question. Like it's excited to see where the progress we made in a week, and now we're heading into the regular season. But you know, come October, I mean, I feel like the sky's the limit with this group. We've got a lot of talent. We've got a lot of buy-in. We've got a lot of good people here in the program. So if we can keep, you know, chipping away at it, I think we'll come good. So.